Hey guys, so figured I'd make my Time Thief Raid Raptor deck combo, following from the videos. So as follows, there are a couple of changes you can make, and there are a couple that I made. So we'll go over the changes first. Stuff you can take out and swap. Lockbird, if it's not working for you or you don't draw it, I just simply swap it for another Ash Blossom. Last Strix, not really needed, but he's just a nice piece that if you need an extra card on board that you want to go straight into another, he's there. Or you can alternatively swap him out and add like maybe another Luna the Dark Spirit, which is a free special summon. As for, I don't think there's anything else I would really add in. Maybe another bezel ship. Apart from that, the rest of the deck is pretty sorted. Cards you can swap out, I would go Lightning Storm if you don't, if there's never a time, which there shouldn't be, that you have no face-up cards in the field, you can just swap this out for like a raigeki. So on to like starting hands. You want to open with something like this. This is a pretty nice start hand. You always want Regulator as your first card. Regulator lets you tribute him to special summon 2 Time Thieves. So from that you would go into Winder and Adjuster. If they don't Ash Blossom you, then that's fine. Winder lets you add a Time Thief card from deck to hand, which you will almost always go into retrograde, because in your combo, as soon as it ends, you will have a redo on the field. But I'll get to that part. Your next card is Adjuster. So Adjuster lets you send a Time Thief from deck to graveyard, which would be Bezel Ship. Always, almost always, it's Bezel Ship for me. Purely because he combos on your first Exe summon. So just from that you've got your 2 cards. You can then Exe into your 4 Strix. Use your 4 Strix, it doesn't matter which one you discard really. Yeah, they're both pretty much dead cards as soon as you've Exe'd with them. They don't do anything in the graveyard either. But for the sake of it, I just drop a Winder, let you summon your 4 Strix. Yeah. You have 2 choices that you can go for. If you haven't drawn into your strangle lanius, I would go into that. Or your best option is going into a singing lanius so that you can make more combos. Singing lanius, you want to special summon him while you've still got 4 Strix on the field. And because, well, it's a once per turn effect. You can't really use his effect anymore, so you want to go activate the bezel from the graveyard to detach his last material, get that free special summon, so you got 2 monsters on board. From that point you link them off your Exe, and it doesn't matter which one, you could go bezel again and keep your singing lanius on the field into your Y Strix. Your Y Strix will let you special summon a monster. So I always go for Vanishing Lanius. Vanishing Lanius is only really good if you've like opened up him in hand and you've just got too many Raid Raptors. So other than that, he's, for me, he's an optional but dead card, purely just for the special summon. That means you've got a Vanishing Lanius and a Singing Lanius on the field, plus your link, and because he can't be used for link material, you can't go straight into your Phantom Knights, so you Exe again into your last 4 Strix, you detach, add this time your strangle lanius, then you can use that to special summon him. And then you want to keep your 4 Strix on the field this time, using Y Strix and strangle, going into your Phantom Knights. Oh well, because you've used the effect that he points to, you can set one of your rank up cards. You have a couple of options. You probably almost always go into rank up magic for the Raid Raptor Phantom Knights one. It's a good counter during the main phases when they decide to summon things. Or alternatively, you can go Soul Shave. Soul Shave, I forgot that I took it out, and I wondered why I could never summon Infinity, and he is effectively just to summon Infinity. Soul Shave is just an Infinity. You can use it to summon anything else that you want, but the only way to get Infinity out is by Soul Shave. Other than that, so once you've linked off your White Strix and Strangle for Bardiche, you can then use his effect to send a Phantom Knights monster, and the only card you want to send is Silent Boots. Silent Boots then lets you then he lets you set a spell or trap card. So if you've added a Soul Shave, you want to immediately add rank up magic, or your option would be Shade Brigadine, as long as you've got no trap cards in the graveyard. So ideally you don't want to use any trap cards until you've played Brigadine, so you never really want to open it either. It doesn't mess up the combo because you can still add Fog Blade from it as well. But your main is Shade Brigadine. He lets you just summon a free level 4, and from that, if you're going first, you want to ideally then set the rest of your board. If you do have like a Monster Reborn or Darkworld dealings, you just want to fill out your hand a bit, and you kind of want to get another piece on board if you sent a Raider's Wing to the graveyard. Oh well, actually, while Silhouette's in the grave, actually no, I guess he should be able to add. Okay, yeah, no. So Bardiche would add Shade, and then you banish Silhouette or Silent Boots for a Fog Blade. It's not too bad of a combo, but then you get your banishes. You've got 2 free, a negate and a free monster ready for your next turn. You want to activate Silent Boots straight away, and this is the point where you almost always want an extra summon, but as long as you have your rank up magic on the field, your Bardiche is pointing to your 4 Strix, and you have, well, yeah, you just got cards to play. If you're turning first, that is your end. You want to end on Bardiche with a 4 Strix in the field, and preferably retrograde Fog Blade and Shade Brigadine. If you do have the cards to bring out another level 4 and you have Shade Brigadine on the field, you can go straight into your Redoer. You almost always want to special summon him with Brigadine, because then you have a free send back on the field, just a free remove, which is quite nice. From that, you're pretty much safe to enter, and you've then got a card during the main phase. Once they've summoned all the big monsters, you got a rank of magic that'll let you go from your 4 Streaks, and you'll have enough cards in your graveyard to go straight into Revolution Falcon. And because you special summoned it to a zone he points to, you've then got 2 instant destructions, one from him and then one from Revolution Falcon. Well, Air Raid. Almost always rages people doing that combo, and then, well, if you manage to get your Redoer out and added the extra combo, any spell or trap card, so even if they decide to Solemn Judgment you can just retrograde it, negate the activation, and then attach it to your Redoer, and then you've got an extra trap card onto him. So just from that alone, you've got 2 destructions, a redoer with a pretty much a negate, a fog blade that negates as well. If you don't want to go into air raid, you can alternatively just go straight into Arc Rebellion, which just saves my life always, and he's just an untouchable piece. From that, they'll probably end their turn or try extra plays, which if you've got an Ash Blossom, you've still got a negate to do. So you've got quite a lot of negates, quite a lot of destruction just in their turn itself. After that, turn 3, you've got your Redoer now on the field, so you're taking away their cards. If they've got a big boss monster on the field that you want to get rid of, you use Redoer. Because he doesn't target, you just place. It pretty much gets around anything like well, pretty much Rebellion, since it's not destruction. And then you just continue your plays as normal. Since you bezel ships back in the graveyard, you should be able to detach a material and instantly go for more plays. It's another summon, and if you've got your Shade Brigadine still in the field, or an extra card, I think, yeah, you have Strangle Lanius, which you can, on a Raider's Wing, you'll be able to activate your Rusty Bardiche again. To basically send your Raider's Wing to the graveyard this time, and then he will detach a material to special summon. It's a very long setup, but it works as it's a 1 to 2 turn, so you don't want to burn your entire combo and keep proceeding on your turn 1 if you go first, whereas if you turn 2, you can pretty much go for the end combo, which would be looking something like Rusty Bardiche with a Revolution Falcon, an Exe Dragon, and a Redoer. Having all 3 of those on the field. If you don't go for an air raid, you can go into an Arsenal Falcon. Arsenal Falcon has an amazing troll, which I've had people just attack into it too many times. Another one is, at least if your Revolution gets destroyed, you can summon his younger Revolution Falcon, which just kills any special summon monster. They can't essentially attack it. If they attack it, it's just a redirect. It's like a magic cylinder. As long as it has Exe material, and when he dies, he special summons and attaches, so you've always got Exe material. His destruction effect is never really needed, because if it's a special summon, their attack and defense are going to be 0 anyway, and he attacks all monsters that are special summoned. Oh, well, just all monsters. That's pretty much it for the combo. So it's a long setup for turn 1 and 2, but it's just designed as a pretty much a 1 to 2 turn kill. It's the end goal is, but not limited to, getting your Rebellion out. As long as you've got Rebellion, a Bardiche, and like your Redoer on the field, he just instantly gains at least a 4,500 attack. So he's already a 7-5 beta plus whatever they've got on the field and small cards you have. And from that, it's pretty much just game. But remember, if you're using Rebellion's effect, you can't attack after, only with him. So if you're going into your Rebellion and using his effect, you need to 1-turn kill them. Yeah, that pretty much sums it back up. It's not the best. I will end up doing a gameplay video where I'll talk over the plays as I'm doing them, just to give it more depth. But yeah, thanks for watching.